Welcome to FedScoop TV. I'm Whitney Wyckoff. Joining me here at the Fed Talks 2015 conference is Joyce Hunter. Joyce is Deputy CIO of Policy and Planning at the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Great. You told me that you threw a party actually to kick off your agency's FITARA implementation.
Yes.
That might seem like kind of an unexpected response from an agency's tech leadership. Can you talk about how your agency is preparing for FITARA?
Absolutely. Well, we threw the party. I came from industry prior to coming into agriculture. So we would always give kickoff parties for proposals that we were going to do.
Yeah.
So we wanted to approach FITARA just like we were responding to a RFP. And so we had divided it into color teams. We gave everybody their specific assignments, and we attacked it that way. So we knew what everybody was supposed to do, and we took volunteers actually from all of the agencies and the staff offices. So we are going to, how we're going to respond to FITARA is just like we have done everything else with our IT governance as a baseline, and using that framework in order to assure that the staff offices and the agencies provide all of the documents and artifacts that we need for OMB.
Okay. Now, you said before that OMB told you that your agency had one of the best FITARA implementation plans.
Yes.
What do you think other agencies can learn from what you're planning and what you're doing?
Well, I think one of the things we learned is going to all of the executive offices. So we went to the e-board, we went to the sub-cabinet, we went to the agency heads, and we explained what FITARA was, what benefit and value FITARA was going to be to them, and asked for their participation in helping us gather the information that we needed. Then our FITARA implementation manager, Flip Anderson, and I went around to all of the staff offices, the CFO, the budget office, the human resources office, and we talked to them specifically about what our plan was, what we were going to do, and how we wanted to enlist their cooperation.
Great. Now, to switch gears a little bit, there's been a lot of attention about precision agriculture and, folks really upping the technology that they use, right, in the farm. And I was curious if you could speak to how USDA is preparing to accommodate some of these, high-tech data gathering devices that are starting to turn up on the farm and in agriculture.
Absolutely. Precision agriculture is following along the heels of precision medicine.
Sure.
And so a lot of people have different terms for it. Mostly a lot of people like to refer to precision agriculture as data-driven agriculture.
Oh, interesting.
And so with that, of course, involves a lot of constraints around big data. And making sure that the data is quality data.
Sure.
That and so we are developing a enterprise data management policy internally, and so everybody's going to be on the same page. We have a big data group, working group, and we are looking at different ways in which all of the subcomponent agencies are looking at data, and then we're coming to an agreement on what kind of standards we're going to have, what kind of taxonomy we're going to use. So I think it's going to make it a lot easier for us to ingest that data and be able to do some analysis on it.
Interesting. Now, the OPM hack has, caused a lot of agencies to, make changes in how they do things. Because of, mandates from the White House, and also because, they've decided that they want to do things a little bit differently. Could you talk about, what kinds of changes that you've made at USDA?
Well, we have adopted the cyber sprints that has gone on. So we're not only doing it from a DHS perspective, which is outside looking in, but we're also doing our own inside looking out. So I think we have a 360-degree view of what's going on within our agency and our agencies. And we're also publishing a dashboard for the secretary so that he can actually see what's going on as far as, the threats and things that agencies need to do in order to make themselves whole.
Okay, great. And I wonder if you talk about what are 3 things that you're really going to focus on next year, looking ahead?
Well, I think in this order, well,
Yeah.
and it's hard.
Sure,
to
sure.
pick
There's so
one.
many things.
There's so many things. I think cybersecurity is number one.
Okay, sure.
FTAR is number 1A. and IT workforce planning is 1B.
Okay.
So I think
Wow.
those are the three things that we're going to focus on for the next year.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for joining us
You're
today.
welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. And for more information about Fed Talks, please visit our website at fedscoop.com. For FedScoop TV, I'm Whitney Wyckoff. Thanks for watching.